Well, right about now, you're in the mix with DJ Eli Love. You hear that?
It's Eli. DJ Eli. Ooh.
Yeah, we're here again. DJ Eli Love. And what me say, what you say? And we have a special guest today. A young man know for a good while. But me never know him that DJ. And a nice up the place in London, you know. May I tell you, what? The one and only upcoming DJ champion, Mellow Dreadz, in the house. What me say? Today we'll be talking with Mellow Dreadz and his things that he's been doing on the radio station, his hopes, his aspiration, his background, and everything what he's been doing and what he want to do, and his love for the music and everything. Yeah. So on that note, we say welcome to the show, Mr. Mellow Dreadz in the house. What we say? Yeah, as we juggle.
None but ourselves can free our minds.
Check. Okay, as we juggle inside. So this is DJ Eli Love. Yeah, and that's a little introduction. And that's it, we got Mellow Dreadz in the house. So Mellow Dreadz, come big up yourself and let the people them know a little about you.
Yeah, greetings everybody. Greetings DJ E-Love. Thanks for having me on this show this morning. Well, I've known DJ E-Love for many years or a few years. We go way back, so this is very blessing to be here this morning. Well, I'm DJ Mellow Dreadz. I play for London Hot Radio. Big up the crew. Big up DJ Fins. Big up Father Fox, Lady J, Trixie, all of the crew. Yeah. So
bless. So tell me a little, how long have you been on the radio station?
Well, I've been on the London Hot Radio since September. But when I started out, I was observing the environment. I wasn't quick to go and do any shows or anything like that because I wanted to learn from scratch and slowly, gradually build myself into the industry.
But you saying that, right? I know that you got a music background and you got musicians and artists, legendary artists. Now, I'm going to let him tell you about his uncle who's a legendary artist in the area. See, because he was going like all shy, like, you know, like I come from a music family. Isn't it? Come talk with boy.
Well, I've come from a music background family for many years. So my uncle goes by the name of Rankin Bogart. He done a track with Sandra Cross called Put It On, and that was a #1 smashing hit in the early 80s, and that really hit the top charts. Yeah, that track really made everybody come together in the community, and that was a very well-known track. You can get that track anywhere, even on YouTube.
So you Bogart, I remember Bogart as well, you know what I mean? I knew him too, you know what I mean? And he was a local legend in the community, you know what I mean? He's one of the man them who do their things with the music and did them things, you know, and put that prestige up there, you know? So what age was you when you started to like feel the music and thought that you wanted to get into it?
Well, before I could talk, music was always playing in the house. Vinyls, 24/7. My father always played music. My mum always played music. And there was always different variety of music playing in the house. So my dad would always have the reggae on, the Motown, the soul. As my mum would come with the rare groove, soul, funk, disco, boogie, you know, all different genre, club classics, electronic. So I've got that kind of both mix of taste in all genres inside of me, so I love all type of music.
So truly you can say you grew up as a music connoisseur. like hearing all kinds of music? Because some people, like for me personally, like I listen to a lot of music, but I grew up basically on reggae, and then as I got older, you know, then I heard other music. I got a love for Motown and some of the music from my own adventures, but it wasn't the music that was played in my house. You know, it was the music that I went out to go and listen to.
Yeah, but by the time I'm coming up, we didn't have all that. But the only thing we could, you know, get more into listening was pirate radio. And fortunately, pirate radio was slowly fading away when I was coming up. But I did get to go one or two little raving events when I was in school, which you can't really do now. Maybe one or twice with my older cousins just to get that breakthrough, what it's like out there. But it wasn't no blues or... you know, you have love with rock and roots and culture and all them things there.
So what made you decide that, like, all right, so you're hearing the music, you're hearing your dad playing the music. What age was you when you first done your first mix? So your first mix, how old were you?
I would say 16. I had a CD deck in my bedroom where I was practicing, but I didn't really push it as far as I could. But I always had the talent in me. And even though I wasn't mixing or practicing DJing, I was always buying music. So buying vinyls, buying CDs, even making my own little CD, you know, mixtape of what we used to do a few years back before download. So I always keep myself active in the music, you know what I mean? And also trying to understand the lyrics in the song as well, which sometimes you might like the beat, but you're not really understanding what they're saying in the lyrics to relate to you.
I hear that. So basically, like, you did the mix around 16 and that. So then when did you decide what genre, who's going to play? You know, what did you decide what DJ you was going to be? You was going to be a hip-hop DJ? You're going to be a dancehall DJ, a reggae DJ, you know, dub DJ? What did you think you was going to do?
Well, at the time when I was doing it, funky house was really big in the scene at the time, so I was juggling between UK funky house and R&B and slow jams, which is the main music that anyone from South knows. That was the thing, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but you know, music always evolves. You have Afro beats now, ample piano, which is really doing good in the scene right now. But yeah, man, funky house, R&B and slow jams was really my thing at the time.
So you're still playing funky house and that?
I haven't played funky house in a long while, but I still listen to it. But as my show goes on and progressive, I'm gonna get back into it gradually.
So tell us actually the shows that you do, and tell us the times and the days, and then give us a little elaboration on what the music that you play in your shows.
Well, I play every Thursday between 3 and 5, and on my show I always host like the latest talent on. I always host the UK talent in the UK. Of, you know, the UK platforms really like getting bigger now. As before, you couldn't really hear a lot of UK talent. It was very rare. You'd only hear, if you was lucky, maybe Gigs or Wiley or any of those UK artists. But now you get variety of UK artists that does all differently: R&B, electronic, a bit of Afro beats now, a little hip hop, maybe a little drill. But I'm not really into the drill like that, but I'm just giving you examples of different genres. A lot of the UK artists doing the genre now. There's more option. As before, there wasn't that much option.
Yeah, that's true. There's always been a problem with the UK, even when I was coming up. Yeah, we had Saxon, and then you had Unity and Volcano. And if you got bus through those songs that were in London, you get bus as an entertainer, right? Especially as a DJ, a mic man. And then in Birmingham, it was Wasi and them other sounds. But it was very difficult to bus differently if you didn't come through that scenery. So I do understand how that vibes goes. But for you now, when you play, so you play the Afro beats, the sections. Do you mix up your show, or do you have a particular show where you just do one genre for that day, and then the next show you do a mixed genre?
Well, every show I do is different. You know, sometimes in my show I might play more amp piano, but what I would do maybe 30 minutes before my show ends, I might put a little bit of garage in there, or just to blend up my show to make people know I'm versatile. So I don't always just stick to one thing and play all the time. I like to always give the audience a surprise what I'm capable of and what I can do.
So you're definitely a music connoisseur. So what would you say that if you give your top 5 love of music, reel them out, your top 5 genres of music, what are they?
Okay. Well, reggae, that's in my blood. That can never leave me. I love reggae. Soca, yes, that's in my blood. I love soca. Garage, yes, because that's the music I grew up on. Funky house, as a teenager, that was another genre that I really enjoyed. I had great times going to little under 18 events, even sometimes older events, or mainly under 18s, where you'd go like O2, roller skating, doing all different, genres. And my last genre of music that I love is R&B and slow jams.
Bless, yes. So that's quite interesting. The reel out of those particular music. So let me ask you then, what do you think of the current state of the music? Reggae, hip-hop, dancehall, Afro beats. As a DJ, because we as DJs, we also have our opinion, and we kind of like go towards music that we like and play. So what is your outlook? First, what's your outlook on reggae music? Where do you see reggae music? You still think that, I'll let you, your personal words, where do you think reggae music is right now, and where's it going?
Reggae music is still good, but you just have to look and find the right artist to listen to good lyrics. As if before, reggae, especially in the 70s and 80s and the 90s, it had that strong, conscious, roots, rubber dub style, you know what I mean? It's still out there, but I feel like with a lot of some of the younger artists, they might play conscious music one day and then the next tune they might do is something else. So they're not keeping to who they are and true to themselves.
They're not being consistent. They're wishy-washy. And that's one of the problems that we are having. Because one man can sing one day, he can sing Praise the Most High, and the next day he's singing, I'm letting off my Glock, and I'm going to do this and that on the block. And that's not consistent. You either got to be hot for the Most High or hot for Satan. You can't be doing both. And that's the problem with the modern dancehall music, reggae music today, from my perspective. And there's one particular song I hate. I hate it so much I don't even remember the name of the DJ, but he's singing a song saying, long time you not killer man. No, that song really irritate me, considering the amount of people get killed in Jamaica and in the UK, reggae music related, street related, but he's singing a man singing a song that long time you don't kill a man. So me have a problem with those kind of artists. But at the same time, from my point of view, there's a lot of artists who are coming up who are singing contracts, but they're not getting played. So man like me and you who are DJs, we got to make sure we play them youths, yeah, and get them youths out there, yeah? You know what I mean?
Yeah, what he love saying is true, because we got to live in a way that we got to keep to who we are. We can't keep saying today with this, today with that. And you see, this is why old school music will never die out or never, expire, because they put their heart and soul into that music and also spoke cleaning them in those times. They were living it. As now, people are living double standards, and when you're wishy-washy, what you love saying, And also another thing is when you're going out nowadays to little events and you're hearing certain music was playing, people are enjoying and dancing to it. Do they really know what they're putting in their mind or what they're really connecting to? You understand? Look at, as Eli said in, when he was coming up, dance did nice, you know what I mean? Everyone have respect, love, unity, everybody come together from different area, didn't matter where you're from. Now if you're from a wrong area or you're not fitting somewhere, they want to try and war you or trying to belittle you like you don't fit in the crew or the box, and it's just crazy, man.
See, as you're saying that, I remember being at 16, right, in Alsden, yeah, Saxon. I think it was the first Saxon dance in Alsden, right? And here the list of people that were in the dance, and I was 16. You had Captain Sinbad in the dance. You had Yellow Man in the dance. You had Sister Nancy in the dance. And then all the Saxon crew, Tyon and certain people. And I was a little kid, like 16. And I was like blown away. And I remember that's when I first met D-Raw. Yeah, and I know D-Raw from them days. Yeah, and I'm telling you, man, them days as a youth going to dance, yeah, one, you're safe because the bigger man them in there make sure thing was luck, and you as a youth then look out for you. You know what I mean? And then standing next to them big artists. I was standing there listening to music, right, and the sleeper catch me, you know, and then I kind of fall asleep. And Sister Nancy come up to me and said to me, "You want to sleep, young man?" I said, No. I fix it myself. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's so important because the music plays an important part. And us as DJs, yeah, who play music, we are also important because we inspire people, yeah, to listen. And if we're playing rubbish, we're inspiring people to do rubbish. If we're playing righteousness or consciousness or just even modern stuff that you talk about love and respect, but not the killing. Not the killing stuff. We got to allow the killing stuff. You know what I mean? So, what about hip hop? What do you think about hip hop, modern day hip hop today?
Well, I love the old school hip hop, you know, like KRF-One, you know, them serious artists that speaking righteousness, you know what I'm saying? They're still good artists in the hip hop, you know what I mean? But sometimes when people are doing their hip hop music, they are putting certain things, signs and syllables and that in their videos they shouldn't be putting, and it's ruining the image of themselves. I've been KRF-One's talking about Marcus Garvey, you know, all these great, Muhammad Ali, and, you know, wordplay and describing what they are and how they became warriors and all them tunes there, you know what I mean? So
Yep.
big up KRF-One, Rakim, and, you know, all those great rappers, Public Enemy and all them rappers that spoke about, you know, the police, NWA and all them, you know what I'm saying? And we need to get back in those kind of days and live that day, and then maybe people won't be as rough and, you know, horrible out there and bad mind, and people know how to share and, you know, give back, you know what I'm saying? And we've lost that kind of vibe energy and love. We don't have love. Dennis Brown always, you know, pushed the love all the time in his music, you know what I'm saying? Manuel Brown.
Yeah, and that is so important, Mellow Dreadz saying. The love of each other and the love of the music. Now, if you love our music, yeah, and that's really important, we love reggae music, and I grew up on reggae music, yeah. For those who follow my shows and you see me go back and I do shows when I was 7 and do shows when I was age 7 and playing the songs when I was 7, man like Jimmy Cliff, and Harder They Come, and those shows and them music, Big Youth, and them people we come upon, them man there. Now, them guys, structured man of my age, yeah, we were listening to Burning Spear, Peter Tosh, Jacob Millers, Bob Marley, Dennis Brown, Sugar Minor. Them man, they solidified us, made us think how we think. Yeah, that's what we never wishy-washy, you know. And I would say, and I say on my shows as well, we should educate the youths them to them artists, make them listen to some of them artists today, because what is coming out of their mouth give you structure. You know what I mean? And what's coming out of some of the artists' mouth today doesn't give you structure. It's chaotic. You know what I mean? I mean, what I do like though, I like the Afro beats and where Afro beats is going. Yeah, you got the culture side, you got the love side, you got the bad boy side too. But and what I do like that the Afrobeat artists are giving homage to reggae music, saying that's where it come from. Oh, then better know, because it does. Hip hop too. Hip hop come from reggae music, dancehall. See, when the man them heard us doing it in Jamaica, they went and brought it to America and put it on R&B music and did exactly what we did. Yeah. Anyway, you know what I mean. So give me a little lavish on the Afro beats and what you think about the Afro beats.
Well, Afrobeats is one of those music. It goes back, I'd say, 10, 11 years ago. I remember my early inspiration of hearing it, Oliver Twist. There was a tune called Oliver Twist, and at that time people didn't know what the genre was, but I liked that song and it inspired me to appreciate more different genre of music in the culture. And it went quiet for a bit, and then once people like Wizkid started coming, J Huff and all these up and coming young talent, I got more back into it. And then you're hearing it going on the charts and people playing it more. And I said, I like this genre. This genre's got a very nice soul, funky, bringing back that old school kind of happy, energy, especially for my generation. Because before that, we had a little bit of a rough genre of music. When the funky house kind of died out, because the funky was like, to me, it was like a garage theme, because people were dressing up smart, grooming. Nobody was coming in there looking rough or hood. And when you go to Afrobeats events, it's the kind of the same similar thing. People come there for fun and happiness. And when you're hearing, Wizkid saying tunes like True Love and those sort of tunes, it brings you back to being young again, where you meet that person in an event and you just hit it off having a dance. And I find as well, people need to dance more. Nobody's dancing more.
That's so true. Yeah, you see, we had that little vibes, right? Back in the 90s, yeah, when Bogle was around, people danced. There was that moment when Bogle came out and people were doing the Bogle dance and all the dances. And used to go to dance. I remember when I just came out from Africa in 1990 and the Bogle, everyone was doing the Bogle. I remember going to a dance. When I left to go to Africa, like 2 months prior, no one went doing that. By the time I come back from Africa, I'm back here. See, people were doing the Bogle dance. The whole dance was, everyone was doing the Bogle dance. Yeah, and people were dancing. And that little era there, until Bogle died, the dance hall was really, really nice. Yeah, and then it changed.
Yeah, man, that was true, because, when Sean Paul, Beanie Man and those artists having certain classic videos, if him create those dance moves, and then the final one with Voicemail. Remember Voicemail? That was the final, track that he done. But after when Bogle passed away, dancehall just lost this, flavor for dancing. And
even man like John Hype, they kind of fall off. I'm not saying John Hype don't dance no more, but when Bogle was around, John Hype and all the other dancers were doing their thing too, and they're competing. The moment they killed Bogle, that was that. The dance, that hype kind of gone. And you don't really, you see people do the dances now, but it hasn't ever got back to where it went with Bogle. Never. You know what I mean?
That is so true. And then you see Elephant Man. We know Elephant Man for all his classic dances through Bogle as well. All in them videos. Willie Bounce and Pondy River, Pondy Bang, all them tunes there. Yeah. A Bogle in there, create the crowd and the vibe and the mood. That's why when you hear them tune, they may give you that kind of happy, free spirit. When you hear it, you just want to get up and dance. You don't want to sit down. It give you that kind of up and go ready, steady.
And that's how the music's supposed to be. And that's to come to another thing. Like what's going on, I don't know what you think about this, but nowadays when you go out, the DJs play a song for 3 seconds. And that's madding me. I don't like it. DJs, may I tell you no, you got a genre, all of us as DJs, right? You have a genre of music. See, the best music. And me as a listener of music and a DJ, when I go out, I want to dance, I want to reminisce about the songs. I don't want to hear it for 2 seconds. I might as well stay at home and play the whole song and entertain myself at home and don't listen to you. So DJs who are doing that 2-3 seconds, we don't need to stop that. For real, it don't good. You're killing the music, you're killing the dance, you're killing the vibes.
I must say this, and I must say it, and I always say it. If a DJ's playing a track for 1 second or 2 seconds, that ain't a DJ, you understand? Because if you're a DJ, you have to play it halfway near the end so people can get inspired by the track or reminisce of what Elove said. Because what I like about the old school DJs, and I've gone big people dance, when they play music, they're playing it the real way, you understand? And another thing, vinyl. When you want to hear that crispy sound on vinyl, and you want to hear that nice little long dub or long intro or whatever, or the instrumental, those are the kind of vibes you go to when you want to really enjoy your night for dance. But these DJs now, they just play a tune and then 30 seconds, next
not
tune.
Not even 30. Mellow, not even 30. Me go and dance. The man played Dennis Bond. Love and Hate. Next song. Love and Hate. That's all we hear from the Dennis Bond song, Can we even never be friends, The man just played Love and Hate. and then on to the next song. And the next song, look at 2 verse, next song. Me get vexed, me walk out. Me can't take that.
And another thing as well, what I do, if I'm going out, right, and I'm hearing a certain DJ playing a track, yeah, for a little long while, I tell him, wheel it up. The DJ's looking at me like I'm crazy, like he don't want to do it. But that's what I'm saying. When you come from that background, you know how to vibe up an environment and make the crowd know you're there for a good time. You're not there for nothing. You understand? For when I say to a DJ, wheel it up, selector, play it again, the DJ looking at me like he don't understand, but he knows what I'm saying.
And a lot of DJs now only wheeling it out for money, and they're only playing songs for money. Some DJs are doing that. Some DJs don't create. Some DJs, back in the day when I was young, and I done a show and I talked about this. Back in the day when I was young, I was listening to man like Musclehead, D-Row, and them and they running Saxon Sound and King Tubbies and them sound there. And them man they played music. And they introduce us to music. Now, I never know about certain artists. I love Slim Smith as a youth, yeah, and my mum and dad played certain Slim Smith songs, but it was Saxon that educated me to Slim Smith. Why? Because they played most of these songs. Certain part of the dance, they would educate us to music. It was sound man them that educate certain man to music, because you weren't hearing all them songs on the radio. So the DJs, you're really important to educate. And if you only play for 3-4 seconds, you're killing the music. And killing it badly too. Not in a good way.
If you're on my radio station, I have an elder in my radio station, and you would not believe it if I tell you this. You see Festus, yeah? That man a veteran in the Coxon International Sound. You see when him come on my radio station, let me tell you something. I don't say anything to him, because you see that man knows his stuff. He plays a set for 3 hours, you know, and the man in him 80s, literally, and the man can just play music upon music. And I look at that, I said, that's teaching there. When him come in the building, that's it. You can't tell him nothing. Just keep your mouth quiet and observe and look at the father in the building. And those are kind of icons that I like to look up to. He's been in this 50 plus years. You know what I'm saying? Lloyd Coxon, big him up as well. When I see him in the area, give him a little love and respect. Even another one as well. Honor him. Them elder know. They've been there. They've lived it, seen it, gone through the good and bad, go through brutality when they first started the sound in the country. Sometimes they're not even allowed to go in a pub, or they're ignored or neglected. So when you're doing music, you have to give respect to those elders that paved the way for us today, because we didn't just come and just do it, you know. As my uncle, R.I.P. 23 years, you know, when he was doing his music, he listened to DJs that give him the inspiration to be an MC. So when he's doing his MCing, he's coming with a style that nobody has. And that's another thing that's lacking in today's music world. People don't have their unique style anymore. Or signature, that's the word, signature.
Yeah. And everybody is kind of like coming off a next man's style, or using the computer, the technology, to hype up their voice. And, you know, you don't even... So when you go and listen to them live, they even sound like their records. It's terrible. But at the same time, for the man them who are original, like, I'm going to big up some original artists who are doing well. See, like Anthony B, you know, original artist, yeah. Turbulence, original artist, doing well. Yeah, Busy Signal, regional artist, doing well. Roman Virgo, yeah. DeMarco, them man, they don't hype up no voice thing on them. It's just natural. And the lyrics are natural. And most of their stuff is common sense as well. You know what I mean? And I love that. I got a big up Biggie for his birthday song, what he did the other day. Big tune, big man. You know what I'm saying? So, we're giving you half an hour with DJ Mellow. Yeah, Mellow Dreadz. So, I'm going to make him say his big up and everything, and then we're going to come to an end of this podcast. But you have the mic right now to say your loves and your big ups and everything, and then we're out of here.
Yeah, man. First of all, I have to big up the Most High, because without, you know, Yeshua, I wouldn't be here. You know? None of us would be here. And even if we're going through difficult times or trial and tribulation, we have to try and keep positive and remain positive. I'm human, I'm not perfect, but it's hard, but you just have to hold on firm. You understand? I also want to big up E-Love also for having me on this platform this morning, and for the guidance that he tells me, and, you know, he gives me the knowledge that he has, and I keep remaining by listening to him and trying to stick to his knowledge. Because you see another thing with us as well, we don't really listen to the elders much nowadays. I'm not saying listen to every elder, but there's some elders out there that have the clean heart and knowledge, and once they're giving you their knowledge, you can feel if it makes sense or not, or if it's making your body feel drained. You see, let me tell you something, with age, right? When your body feels drained, you know that energy is not good around you. You won't always know that, but as you get older, your body starts to feel it. You understand? So we are living in a time right now where you can't trust everybody or listen to everybody and believe everything they say. Because even if you do, you're going to feel something inside of your body that you never felt before. Hot, boiling, drained. You understand? When you're around good energy, you feel relaxed. You know, but yeah, also big up my London Hot Radio again. Festus, Lady J, DJ Sin, Trickfee, Father Fox, Terminal, that's another brilliant Amperpiano DJ that's really tearing down London. You know, so if you want to check him out, you can check him out on the London Hot Radio. You know,
Getting the details for the radio station.
So if you want to find London Hot Radio, you can go on Facebook, type in www.londonhotradio.co.uk. And also, if you want to find me, you can find me on Instagram by typing in DJ Mellow _Dreadz. And then from there, you can see what I do, my little video clips, you know, the music that I play each week, you know. But yeah, man, I've been a privilege to be here this morning doing this interview and, you know, sharing a little bit about my early, you know, stage of music, how I became who I am today. And, you know, big up my mum, you know, big up my little one, you know, big up, you know, the world, man. Like, people who've given me this strength to just keep going day by day. You know what I'm saying? My grandma, you know, my granddad, you know, all the elders them that gave me the knowledge, you know, even if you don't get on with them today, but they all play a part in your story, in your life. And you have to big them up same way, no matter if things are good or not. You know, even my dad, big him up for bringing me in this world. You know, it's what it is. You know, life is life. You can't get on with everybody. But, you know, my uncle's given me this blessing to carry the music legacy because he started it in the family, you know what I mean? Especially with the music and trying to get somewhere in it, even though he done his best, but I'm going to carry that legacy and keep it alive. And I know you're up there watching me and looking at your nephew really doing what he's doing. And yeah, uncle, I'm gonna get there. Don't worry, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do it for you, you understand? And for myself and for the loved ones around me. But yeah, DJ Love, you have anything to say? Final thing to say?
Yes, brother. Yes, brother. So it's a beautiful thing. And for me, one of the things I said I wanted to really do with this podcast is to go around and people who do things, I wanted to interview them. You know, I know Mellow Dreadz, and I mean, I know him for a good while as well. And I see him doing these things, and I see him growing, and I thought, yeah. And he listens to my show, and I said to him, "You DJ?" And he goes, "Yeah, yeah." I was like, "Come on, man, let me hear your things, man. Come on, man, interview me, sir." So, you know, we got this little interview, and this is not going to be the only thing I want to do with him. Probably we would want to do something where we can do a cross show. Mix some at certain times because I got the technology to do that here. Yeah. I don't know if they got that at the studio, but we could do something differently at some point. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I just want to say, you know, big up, thanks for coming as well, and thanks for giving your vibes and putting your message out there and responding with me and giving me the opportunity to have you on my show. You know what I mean? Because some people, you say, "Oh, I want to do an interview," and they say, yeah, when you're a bit bigger. You know, because we're just coming. But you see, at the end of the day, it's not about being the size. It's about getting it out there. Yeah? So anyone who wants to do an interview with me, don't watch the size. Okay? Do it to get it out there.
Don't be too shy. There's many people shy in the closet. They're not coming out. And when you keep hiding in the closet, you're not going to be heard. People ain't going to take you seriously. You know what I mean? So it's about getting yourself out there. And we have platforms nowadays, which is more easier now to push yourself out there within 1 hour and an hour. You're already known if you really push yourself out there. It's not like before where you have to go out there and go in front of thousands of people to get a name. Now you can upload little video of yourself doing rapping, freestyling or poetry, whatever, a little clip on Snapchat, TikTok, all these platforms.
It's not like it was before. You don't even need those studios and that anymore. You got everything in your palm of your hands nowadays. So naturally, we can do podcasts, we can make our own music, we can do those things because we got the technology. The technology is here. As long as it's here, let's use it. And let's not think about, because the person might not be well known to everybody. How do you get well known? By people listening and working with you. That's how it works.
Yeah, also I forgot to big up my auntie Shirley as well. That's another elder that I look up to, you know what I mean? You know, so enough love to you, auntie, you know, all your guidance, your knowledge and everything you say to me. Always listen to you, man. Especially you being there from the Rinrush time, so boy, if one of them ones there, I just got to sit back and listen, just like Festus. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, we're in a time now where things are more easier now, and don't be afraid. If you know you've got a talent in something, work on it. Even if it takes a long while, just work on it. Don't, ignore it, because if you ignore it, you're just gonna sit back and think, why did I allow it to go, or I shouldn't have let this be. I feel like we need to try and bring back confidence a bit more. And also, when you're not getting the support or you're not getting someone to talk with you, sometimes you just lose that sort of drive to do things. And I feel like people are too closed in nowadays. They don't want to share nothing no more. People just want you to find your way and do it on your own. And this is the lack of...
And they forget that each one teach one down here in Babylon. We need each other. Iron sharpen iron. My mother tell me, iron sharpen iron. And on that note, I'm going to say we're going to come to an end. So last time to just say blessed Mellow, and we're going to move.
Yeah, blessings, one love, peace and harmony, greetings. Peace out. Peace.
Yeah. So we give thanks and we are out of here on the What Me Say, Where You Say show. What we say? What me say? What you say? What we say? What she say? What I say? What we say? What we say? What we say? What we say? With DJ Mellows. You can check him out on London Radio. Make sure you check that out. The link is there. Yeah, we're going to put the link on here, right? So you can check that out as well. And support. Because that's what it's about. Each one, teach one down here in a Babylon. What me say? Each one, teach one down here in a Babylon. Iron sharpen iron. What me say? We out of here. Peace. Blessed love, people.